La Place Gabriel Peri in Beziers is part of the mayor's realm. Not only the town hall itself, but all of the facades and the grounds too. Menard says there should be no satellite dishes on balconies, no washing lines either. He's also against spitting. He is the town's new moral guardian.
This is not Naples. It's not part of the town's tradition. Have you ever seen washing lines on the Champs-Élysées? No.
No. Bonjour.
One of the founders of Reporters Without Borders, Menard used to be left-leaning. Now he defines himself as a reactionary. He came to power almost a year ago with the support of the far-right National Front.
We have Judeo-Christian traditions here, and we're very proud of them.
Is Muslim culture a part of this region or not?
No, it's not. There is a minority that unfortunately will end up not being a minority.
Menard favors being tough on the streets and has equipped the city's police with revolvers. This decision is not popular all over town, and certainly not in districts with significant Arab communities, where many people feel torn between several cultures.
We're all in the same boat. We're not going to leave. Where shall we go? There are 8 million of us in France. When I go back to the homeland, people tell me I'm not from there. I'm an immigrant, not an Arab. And here, I'm not French, so who are we? We're bastards of civilization.
Menard himself was born in Algeria in 1953 into a family of what are known as pieds noirs, Algerians of European descent. They were forced to come to France in 1962 after Algeria won a bloody war of independence against colonial rule. Menard was 9 years old at the time, and he has not forgotten.
Some people's childhood memories are about having a laugh at school. Mine are about having to step over bodies when school ended in Oran during the last months of what was a war. My parents never recovered. They always thought that paradise was lost.
Que le paradis était avant.
The experience shaped Menard's political and ideological views. He wants to bring order back to Beziers and the south of France. His ideas resonate with much of the population, half of which elected him. At a flower market, the mayor is greeted by Beziers residents who congratulate him and thank him for everything he's done for the city. Menard is gracious and thanks them all for supporting him.
Merci. Bonne journée. Au revoir.
The people are very proud of their beautiful city and also of its traditions. Winemaking once made Beziers very rich. Gabriel Square is a symbol of the city's former wealth. There are architectural gems here, one of the reasons behind the heated debate about whom the square and town belong to. For Ruth Kaiser, a German souvenir vendor near Gabriel Peri Square, Beziers is a typical southern French city. She says perhaps Menard doesn't know the region well enough, but she thinks he ought to know it better.
He spent time in Paris. Even his former colleagues are wondering what's going on. He used to be someone different. He created Reporters Without Borders. He traveled. He ought to accept others and be tolerant.
There are few movements for a multicultural Beziers. The editors of a liberal magazine lament this and hope to be able to rally people to their cause before the mayor further divides the city.
Where are the Enlightenment philosophers? It's as if we've forgotten there were people like Voltaire or Rousseau in France. Values of humanity, of humanism, universal values that we defend. It's important to say this.
These universal values are no longer top priorities for Menard. but he does pay tribute to the man who gave his name to the square. Gabriel Peri was a journalist and political activist who was executed in Nazi-occupied France.
We commemorate members of the resistance in this town, whether they were communists or royalists. Everyone resisted together against the Nazis. That's what matters. I'm not in any particular party for that reason. Yesterday it was the Nazis. Today we have a catastrophic situation and everyone has to be mobilized.
Menard hopes Beziers will become a model for the whole of France. But there will probably be plenty of resistance to his tough line and intolerant stance.